You want a way you can switch it up. You want a way you can see progress more rapidly in the gym, really in life in general. We could talk about a whole lot of things. JMO, be a good chubby. But he almost just killed the mailman. But thankfully he left already. But when it comes to working out, we always say always different, always difficult, always in full control. Switching it up constantly and changing your routine, that's going to help to shock your muscles, keep you progressing, right? In strength and size, whatever it is. But here's a more specific way to do that over the course of 3 weeks. Swapping primary and secondary movers. So when we talk about a primary mover, that's the major muscle being activated, you're utilizing when you're doing an exercise, right? When we talk about a secondary mover, it's something that is assisting the motion. So with a lat pull down, the primary mover would be the lats, right? The name precedes itself. And a secondary mover would be something like the biceps, right? When you're doing bench press, your chest would be a primary mover, your triceps would be a secondary mover. And so if 1 week you did chest, and then at the end of the workout you did tris, people love the push-pull, right? Or you did, that means you're doing push like chest and tris one day and pull, for those of you unfamiliar, that will be back and bis on another day. Typically they'll do a shoulder day and a leg day, whatever. They should have weighted core in there too. But say you do the chest day, and then you do a back day, and at the end of each of those, you do triceps and biceps respectively. Okay, so push-pull. The next week, swap. Okay, so the next week, the secondary mover for chest was triceps. Do triceps first, then do chest at the end. Do chest second. You'll also hit tris as an accessory mover when you're doing chest at the end, and it's not going to be as effective purely for your chest, but it is going to shock your body in some way to promote growth and more powerful movements when it comes to presses and pushing things and utilizing chest and tris. Because now that you focused on tris this time, not only in the sense of just simple sense of shocking your muscles and switching it up, right? But now this secondary mover that you hit first this time around, when you did chest and tris, or tris and chest we should say, is going to help you more the next time you do chest. That secondary mover could pick up more of the load, and it will increase your lifts, it'll increase your strength, it'll help you to improve, right, in the gym. And the same thing would go for bis and back. You do bis first and then back. So that's week 2. So week 1 was chest, then tris. Week 2 was tris, then chest, right, for example. Week 3 is you hit each of those individually. You don't even do them on the same day. Week 3 is you do a full tricep. Or you do an arm day, right? So you do tris and you do bis alone. There's no chest, no back in there. Then the next day you do back alone. Next day you do chest alone. And switching the way you're hitting all of these things, the next week that you go into it, week 4, now where you go back to say your push and pull, you're gonna be stronger. I guarantee you, if you're at least, challenging yourself, doing 6 to 12 reps and, things of that nature, at least for the beginning sets, right? You don't want to do junk reps where the weight is too light and it's not actually making a difference, right? Time under tension is bullshit for improving strength and physical performance, unless it involves at least, 60% of your 1 rep max, right? So you don't want to just sit there and do it. But try that, and that's really interesting. So, spread all around those days as you're switching those week to week to week. What's one thing I would keep consistent? I will always do weighted core. So I devote a day to weighted core weekly, right? Now you could also do 1 week you have your weighted core day or for 3 weeks in a row, and then you have the next week where you do weighted core at the end of a few different days. So instead of 1 30-set weighted core day or whatever, you're doing 5 sets or 3 sets at the end of say 4 different days, or something of that nature. So in that regard, it's good to switch it up, but definitely don't skip out on it. And I like to devote a whole day to legs too, because it's just so energy expensive, right? But the same thing goes for that, right? You can, you could swap it up where you could mix legs with something else on another week and this and that. But I thought that was at least a specific way that I could show you guys how to shock yourselves, because someone said, well, Shane, I get it, always different, always difficult, always in full control, but like how, So I've tried to give you workout spreads and things like that, and I saw somebody today and they said, I do the push-pull. I said, that's great, I've done that. I working out for over 20 years and avid lifter, and I've done that, and it's great. But I switch it up. Some weeks I do a push-pull, right? But you know, every week is different, right? And so to be more specific, try that with the primary, secondary movers, swap, and then all of them are alone when it comes to that third week, and see what it does for you. Get you some big old biceps and strong triceps and strong muscles in general. Who do we got? It's your friend's birthday, Abel Wolf. Okay, we're going to sing to her or him. What's it, Abel Wolf 13? Happy birthday to Abel Wolf's friend. Happy birthday to Abel Wolf's friend. Happy birthday, dear Abel Wolf 13's friend. Happy birthday to you. Many more, whoever you are. How's that? A birthday shout out for you. George, what's up? Fruity. BD, how you doing? Zer, breed me. God. Brandon Malone. Joe. You. Joshy Joe, man. You one track mind, mother effer. Yeah. I appreciate you, though. Fargo. Aim high, climb high. That's right. I like that. It's Sabia, baby girl. What's up in the hizzle dizzle? How you doing? Kendrick, Joshy Joe, Berlin Bad. First ones of the day. Appreciate y'all. As for now. So we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much, and happy Wellness. We'll see you later.